Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another movie review. Yeah, this movie is intense, and I can see why Leonardo DiCaprio won so many Oscars as he did for this particular portrayal of Glass. And it's based on the book of the same name and Revenant. I'm not going to give away why that title's important, but I didn't understand the word itself when I first heard of it, and I looked it up and I thought, oh yes, this is very appropriate, and it's extremely commonsensical why the director chose that particular title. And I'm not sure what era it takes place in, but it's feels like French Indian War. Please don't, if you're a historian, please let me know, because I'm a history buff, and the Americas really aren't my forte. My forte is World War II. World War II, Golden Age of Greece, medieval era, some of that, a little bit of Rome, but as far as American history is concerned, unfortunately, yeah, and it's my own country too. Sad, huh? But I absolutely love this movie. It was very reminiscent of The Grey, but better than The Grey. Just so many things that happened are unreal, and it kind of feels like an episode of Survivor Man on freaking crack. That's the best way I can describe it. And it is just unclenchingly full of twists and turns and just adrenaline here, there, and everywhere. And it's a perfect Father's Day film for one thing, but it will make you cry. You will cry, and I know I did. I was surprised that this is raw, and it just shows the unforgiving nature of man and nature, and whether or not you can trust one or the other, and who can you trust. And there is kind of an understanding of prejudice and racism, and that's interesting too, and going beyond that, and mercy and kindness, and just the best of both worlds, considering humanity as a whole. And I like how Glass's relations with the natives are, and just how the natives treat him, and it really warms your heart. I think this is how we should act toward one another. It doesn't matter where you come from, your background, what you've done. We all bleed the same color. I think that's what The Revenant teaches in many aspects. And also revenge. Well, revenge really isn't the best course of action, but in his case, ooh, I don't know. I'm a pacifist at heart, but if anybody were to mess with, if I ever have children, if somebody were to ever hurt hair on my child's head, I might become violent. And I don't like saying that, but it's just when you cross that line, with me, it's blood is thicker than water. That's one of my mottos. But I think I could handle it in a more proactive, constructive way rather than what Glass does. And it's very satisfying. You think, oh, you know, it kind of has, it's kind of up in the air, but kind of not, with how they end everything. And the point of view, the camera angles, the panorama is just absolutely stunning and spellbinding, and just takes your breath away. And the whole aspect of being out in nature, even though there's a savage nature to it, savage air, and kind of feel to it. It just is, you know, it doesn't cut any corners, and it's not sugarcoating it. And I like that. I like films like this because it's very gritty and gory, and it just shows the time for what it was. And I'm pretty sure that's how how the West was won, basically. I'm not sure where it took place in the Americas either, because you don't really get a sense of where it is. It might have been filmed in Oregon. A lot of films like this are filmed in Oregon because of the vast forests and all that. Feels like maybe it could have been Belarus or Siberia is a lot of birch trees, but I don't know. Someone help me, please. But other than that, it's the best film I've seen, and as far as just the different moods that the director catches. It is, like I said, his camera angles are just literally mind-blowing. It gives you a whole new feel, and you feel like you're right there with Glass, and you cringe when horrible things happen to him, and it's just truly a work of art, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. 2 thumbs way up, 5 stars, hands down. No contest with that.